Imagine talking to someone who already knows exactly how to control your emotions before you even realize it's happening. What if I told you there are people who study psychological manipulation so deeply they can influence your decisions, emotions, confidence, and even your relationships without you noticing? These tactics are called dark psychology. And the scary part, you've probably experienced them already. In this video, we're exposing the most dangerous dark psychology techniques manipulators use every single day. The final one might completely change the way you look at people around you. Watch carefully, because once you see these tactics, you can never unsee them. Dark psychology is the study of manipulation, persuasion, deception, and mental control. It's not magic, it's not mind reading, it's understanding how human emotions work and exploiting them. Manipulators study fear, confidence, loneliness, trust, guilt, attention. Then they use those emotions like weapons. You see dark psychology everywhere. Toxic relationships, fake friendships, scams, social media influencers, narcissists, even advertising. Some people use it intentionally, others naturally develop manipulative behavior over time. But one thing is always true: manipulators want control, and the first tactic they use is one almost everyone falls for. Love bombing is when someone overwhelms you with attention, affection, compliments, and validation extremely fast. At first, it feels amazing. They text non-stop, call you perfect, act obsessed with you, make you feel special. But here's the truth: it's not love, it's psychological dependency. The manipulator wants you emotionally attached as quickly as possible, because once you depend on their validation, they gain power over you. And the moment you're attached, everything changes. The affection slowly disappears. The compliments stop. Suddenly you're chasing the version of them you met at the beginning. That emotional confusion keeps victims trapped for months, sometimes years. One of the darkest manipulation tactics ever used is called gaslighting. Gaslighting is when someone makes you question your own memory, emotions, or reality. For example, you confront them about lying, and instead of apologizing, they say, "You're crazy. That never happened. You're too sensitive. You always overthink everything." Over time, victims stop trusting themselves. That's the goal, because when you doubt your own mind, the manipulator becomes your version of reality. And the terrifying part: gaslighting happens slowly. Most victims don't even realize it's happening until their confidence is completely destroyed. Have you ever met someone who felt too perfect? They like the same music, same hobbies, same opinions, same dreams. That could be mirroring. Mirroring is when manipulators copy your personality to build trust quickly. Humans naturally trust people who seem similar to them. So manipulators study you carefully. Your speech, your interests, your insecurities, your humor. Then they reflect it back like a mirror. This creates an illusion of deep connection, but it's not always genuine. Sometimes it's strategic. Silence can be a weapon. Manipulators use the silent treatment to punish people emotionally. Instead of communicating, they ignore you completely. No texts, no calls, no explanations. Why? Because humans hate uncertainty. The silence creates anxiety, confusion, fear of abandonment. Eventually, the victim becomes desperate to fix the situation, even when they did nothing wrong. That gives the manipulator emotional control. Healthy people communicate. Manipulators control through emotional withdrawal. Dark psychology becomes extremely dangerous when manipulators target insecurities. They might subtly insult you, compare you to others, make you feel replaceable. Why? Because insecure people are easier to control. If someone destroys your confidence, you become more dependent on their approval. This tactic appears in toxic relationships, cults, online scams, and even marketing. Some companies literally profit from making people feel insecure first, then selling the solution. Fear is one of the strongest psychological triggers in human behavior, and manipulators know it. This next tactic is terrifying because it seems harmless at first. It's called the foot in the door technique. The manipulator starts with a tiny request, something small, then slowly asks for bigger and bigger favors over time. Why does this work? Because once humans commit to something small, they're more likely to continue saying yes. This technique is used in sales, scams, toxic relationships, cult recruitment, social manipulation. Little by little, boundaries disappear. So how do you defend yourself against dark psychology? First, trust patterns, not words. Manipulators often say beautiful things, but their actions reveal the truth. Second, set boundaries early. Manipulators hate boundaries because boundaries limit control. Third, pay attention to how people make you feel consistently. Do you feel anxious around them, confused, emotionally drained, guilty all the time? That's a warning sign. And finally, learn psychology, because awareness destroys manipulation. The moment you recognize the tactic, it loses power. Dark psychology exists because human emotions can be exploited. But now you know the signs. So the next time someone tries to manipulate your mind, you'll see it happening in real time. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more psychology, manipulation, and human behavior content. And comment below, what's the most manipulative tactic you've ever seen someone use?